Yep.
We're like sort of live, and I need someone to make sure that they can only hear us.
Hold on.
I wonder if I should turn my desktop on. Because also I need to know if how loud you guys are compared to
Test
me.
one, test one, test one.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get 2 separate sets of headphones.
All right, I'm gonna run.
I sounded fine. You sounded fine, Duck.
Cool. And I only had one of me, right? All right, I'm gonna play an intro real quick.
Yeah, only one of you.
Hello and welcome to the Introvert Hour, episode 29. We have Dead Ace here because Trent is an athletic maniac.
Yeah, and wanting to run 5 kilometers.
It's really not. You know, I always thought 5K. Oh gosh, Bolt's doing lighting live. What's up?
Jeez, yeah.
Hey,
I've never seen Bolt's skin so bright.
hey, look at that. What's up?
It's almost like he's doing a makeup tutorial right now.
Hi.
Yo, you're stunning looking though. Hey, what's up, man?
I've got professional lighting up in this bitch.
Ooh, I need some lighting too, man.
Mhm.
But anyway, you weird how me and Sewell's room look exactly the same color.
You guys are actually in the same room.
It kind of looks like it, honestly.
I say I'm pulling up, just chatting.
Just kind of check everything, see if it looks okay.
Yeah.
It seems okay.
Y'all like the overlay?
Audio sounds great. I like the overlay.
Cool, man.
How's my brightness? Does that look good? Can I
Yeah,
turn it up?
you look beautiful.
Thank you.
Full homo, man.
Dude, I'm totally down.
So yeah,
I'm down.
Trent's running a 5K, which I always thought was like more than 5 miles. I thought it was long.
It's 5,000 miles.
Yeah, dude. Oh, hey, what's up? We got a fart. What's up?
We got a fart?
Oh,
we got a fart already?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Dead Ace.
Is.
But I always thought that was way longer. It's only like 3 miles, right? It's not that bad.
It's something like that, yeah. I think it's like 3.
I've done that at one point in my life. Like getting up and just doing it right now would be horrible, but you know.
I walk that much. Does that count?
Yeah, I mean, I think,
Yeah.
right? You don't have to run it, do you?
No. No, I don't know. I don't know the rules. 5K.
Yeah. I'm sure you don't have to run it. If it's for like charity or something, you just gotta pass.
No, I don't know. I don't know the rules.
Overlay looks really good.
Boom, 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 boom.
No, it doesn't. It's shit.
Wow.
Overlay looks really good.
I can
Sound
hear
quality's
that.
good too. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I can hear the audio though, so it's kind of extra.
Yeah.
But that's only because you just pulled it up.
Yeah, I'm muting it now.
Cool.
Fantastic. Okay.
But yeah, so it's been about 10 years again.
Yes.
We've done anything?
No, this works though. Like we could probably start doing this consistently again.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
honestly,
it's
as long as there's no travel time, which is so you could
Yeah.
at least do this instead of play games or whatever, you know.
Right.
It's not that hard. So
I mean, like heck, we could probably even halfway through the podcast launch into a game.
yeah.
And
On
what I
7
found
months.
out too is that there's a what was it called? There was a new streaming website. It's not new. It's new. I found it, but it's we
I
all
haven't seen
end up
it.
like
It's new to
going
me.
live by ourselves, like individually, like Bolt on his own channel. I can't remember. I gotta find it.
Oh,
So
But it's
we're
multi-stream.
basically-
It's
we're-
called multi-stream. So like how we have all of our screens just like this, but it would be each individual stream would be popped up.
That
our
actually sounds
gameplay.
super cool.
It's
Yeah.
called
Like,
multi-stream,
I
and
dig
then
that.
whatever is gonna be like hosting the channel. So like if Duck goes live or whatever, it's mainly the person that has I wouldn't say the most views, but has the most social media, like most popularity. In other words, they would go to I think it's multistream.com. Multistream. It's
I like it, dude.
multistream.am.
The squirrel.
and they
Mine
just put
knew.
in each individual stream, so it will be just like this. Hold on.
It's what 5 minutes of Photoshop will get you.
Oh yeah.
It looks
Yeah,
just
you-
like this, and so
that should
then
be,
I would
yeah.
put Dead Ace, and then I would add another stream, so it would be I am not.
Okay.
And then you would hit watch streams, and then it will bring up my channel on top, and then for some reason it's saying error occurred for ducks. But mine would be on the bottom, or his would be on the bottom, or I can rotate it to where it's side by side, and then we have both of our chats down here.
That's cool.
How does it prioritize?
Doesn't Mixer have something like that already?
I'm not sure if Mixer has something. Mixer, it's co-streaming. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. Yeah, you're right.
Gotcha.
So how does
But
it
you have to
prioritize
use
audio?
their platform. It just captures everyone's audio. I mean, it's each individual stream, so it's gonna
You
have.
probably
You mute one. You would mute the other 3, and then just have one audio going.
Yeah.
That's the way I did it before because I streamed with some other
Yeah,
people
because
beforehand.
you're probably all in a Discord chat or something along those lines,
Yeah.
and you don't want. I mean, you wouldn't need like audio for all 4 or all 3 or everyone because you're probably only watching one at a time.
Yeah.
Or like focus on one at a time, so you only need the audio for that one.
That's the kind of that's the cool upside of like being in person.
I mean, I don't know. I think that's cool. Like if
Yeah.
you have if you have like a 4-man squad, you could like on Fortnite, you could watch all 4 people kind of working together at the same time. I think that's really neat.
Yeah, it's definitely good for like gaming together or something like that.
Yeah.
But this is this works. It's pretty simple. Honestly, it's not too bad. Like
No,
the software does
like,
it.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, my lighting is terrible.
Dude, but your facial hair is growing back with a vengeance.
Yeah, it is.
All of
Actually,
it.
I trimmed it like.
I've been growing
2
this
days.
for so long, and it's just seems like it's not even going anywhere.
It's all right.
Look fine, man. Great.
Until I get chewed out at work. Hey, I need to shave it. I need to cut it down, bro.
What are you talking about? I never...
Well, your boss is a dick.
Look, I don't ever have can't have a real beard. I'm not an adult yet.
I want something like Boldt's.
Dude, I want something. Got a little
But-
something.
Nicely trimmed goatee thing going on.
That
Mhm.
Greek stuff.
So I just like see your envious face.
The kid from
Do you
Hold on.
see the Snapchat?
the one
Is
that got
anyone
the
friends
pop-
with Winston on Snapchat?
Mm-mm.
He just did a full-on handlebar mustache, like straight up.
Ooh, that's
It's pretty cool.
Nice.
I mean, you know he can grow that facial hair.
Yeah, he can. He can grow enough for like at least another man.
At
him.
least 1 or 2. Oh, you got it Dos Equis, bro? Oh! Let's see how hard that dude. The struggles.
Yeah, oh no.
Wow, dude, are you okay?
You just cut
You
my
need assistance.
need medical.
Hey, so what's everybody been up to, man? What's new?
Dude.
That's it.
What's that? Work.
Like
Work.
fun and exciting job in retail.
What? We missed about a million things going on in the world, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You want to have
I mean,
any
no-
topics you want to hit, man?
I don't really like follow a whole lot of news platforms. I mean,
know.
like I'm too busy for that, man.
Too busy
I'm
for
gonna
the.
go break this bottle over my head real
Yeah,
quick.
man.
I got one.
Here, I'm listening.
I found it on Reddit the other day. I mean, it's just a news article, but
Mhm.
I guess one of Elizabeth. I don't know. Her is she's a Democratic senator. She's a congresswoman, right? And she's going to be running for president in 2020. Is she senator? She's a senator. I was close. And she one of her platforms, I guess, is she wants to split up all the tech giants. So like Google, Facebook, Amazon. She basically wants to split them up, like force them, kind of what they did back to Microsoft back in the late 90s,
right,
2000s. Yeah.
Because it was mostly because the browser was, or was it? They had the computer side and the software was already pre-installed.
Yeah. So that was the big
everything.
deal. Yeah, that was the big deal with Microsoft. So they took up such a large portion of the market. They split up the hardware and the software sides of Microsoft. It made them, two independent entities. So I mean, I get what her kind of her concept behind that is. And you've got this sort of monopoly of Amazon taking over the online market. Which, when you think about it, small businesses almost are forced to sell their stuff just to make money. I mean, Etsy and all those other sort of smaller sites are, they kind of get washed out by Amazon. And then you got Google, who's like the largest ad space on the internet. That's just a fact.
I mean, they did something similar with AT&T as well back in the day, with owning every telephone line known to man.
Right.
Period. So it was literally that was your only option. So I mean, it makes sense. And I wonder though if it's like one of those things that's just grabbing attention. Like that's a strong thing to say that everyone will relate to a little bit.
Yeah, and I think it's her way to I don't know,
separate herself.
Yeah. Well, not that actually. I think it's trying to be have a strong anti-capitalist platform. Sanders has.
Right.
I mean, and I don't want to call Bernie Sanders anti-capitalist. Not necessarily anti-capitalist. It's just anti, corruption and big
giant
business
corporations.
Giant corporations, right? So that's not necessarily anti-capitalist, but she's I think she's trying to grab onto anger and
right, because for
fear.
some reason, people hate Bernie now. I think, right?
Yeah. I don't hate Bernie.
Well,
is Sanders receiving hate for
No,
I think there's just more stuff coming out about how rich he really is and all this stuff.
But he's really not. He does have he has a bit of money.
Don't
he's
they
not
kind of own a school?
Something like that. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying he's poor, but he's not this sort of he's not the kind of rich that say the Bushes are.
Multi-billion rich.
Right.
On top of that, I think that still Bernie Sanders, the fact that he got as far as he did in the presidential election, still says that he's an intelligent guy who still has a degree of ambition. If you have ambition and are smart, you probably have just naturally acquired money. You can't. It's not like he's the big bad
and
or the straw man mega capitalist that you see in every single anti-capitalist film.
Why is he's getting heat recently though, right?
I don't know specific what. I mean, look, I'm just typing Bernie Sanders and pops.
Yeah, I kind of did that just to see, but you know what I'm saying is a lot of these new politicians, they have to come up with something to boast as their thing to kind of stand out. I know a lot are doing the earned income or what is it? Something basic income.
Universal basic income?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting thought, but who knows if that's good or not unless you try it, and what if it goes wrong?
I mean, they are what did we talk about at one point? Was it Finland? And then there's certain
in small groups it could work.
Yeah. Well, no, not just. Well, I mean, and see, that's the concept. That's the argument that everybody always says. Well, it works for these small circumstances. It won't work for the big circumstances. But the problem is, if you take that mentality and then you apply that to everything across the board, then no scientific study we ever done would ever go to human trial. Because we start with small samples and then we try to.
I guess the stakes are just higher somehow.
And yeah, that's true. The stakes are higher.
Because you could destroy a whole economy instead of just one person. Which,
Yeah. And
either way,
on
a person sounds horrible too, though.
Well, and that's that's kind of what is it? I think that a kind of a good medium between what's capitalism and socialism would be Norway. Some people say they're socialist. People say they're democratic or government run capitalist society, which you
Like
can just
China?
argue is like
Wait. That sounds like socialism, though.
that's the thing. But that's the thing when you talk to somebody, and I've seen it on people getting arguments about this on Reddit, is if you call Norway, like if somebody says, oh, well, name one successful socialist country, and you name Norway, because Norway is incredibly financially successful and has one of like the best living standards in the West, and has less income inequality than most other Western countries. And people say name a successful socialist country, and then you name Norway. They say, oh, well, they're not socialist; they're a government-run capitalist country. And then you go, well, what's the fucking difference? Like, where's that line? Where's that line where we say, okay, this is socialism, this is capitalism? I just think it's a stupid argument anymore.
Right.
Let's stop calling it socialism, calling it capitalism. It's just, hey, let's find something and then go with it. And it's just this, because people have these hard lines of like, oh, no, I don't want socialism. That was, Russia was socialist and it didn't work. Venezuela was socialist, it didn't work. India was, the Congo was capitalist, and then they got taken over by the Dutch and completely destroyed their society. So we can say capitalism doesn't work. We can say anything doesn't work because it hasn't worked somewhere.
Right. Everyone has their examples of each.
Yeah. Yeah, but then we just went off on that tangent. But really, the point was that Elizabeth break up the but yeah, no, and back to that point, I just think there's precedence. It's not a crazy idea.
Right.
I think it'll definitely like rock the market.
Because if you look at Google, like, what do you do with Google? Because it's already, oh, look, my phone's actually.
We just got a bunch of bits from an anonymous cheerer.
Oh, nice. Thank you, anonymous.
How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, there are a bunch of like I don't know if that's a ghost or an ice cream.
Looks
And
like
if it's
a
an ice
ghost
cream, I'm
holding
very
a
sad.
bit.
Well, appreciate it, man.
It's a ghost hiding behind a Klan hat.
Well, I know, but when the ghost pops up, it looks like it's an ice cream that's falling out. It makes me sad.
Oh.
Looks like a ghost to me.
Yeah.
No,
I think
I know. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I think that the biggest
Shall top me.
I think the biggest thing the biggest one of that should be broken up. I mean, if you were to suggest that any of them, I'm not suggesting they should or shouldn't, but if you had to pick one, it would be Amazon.
Yeah, I was actually about to say the same.
Amazon's
again
a little scarier, and
Amazon is incredibly scary, and I love Amazon, and it's a really beautiful company, but it is a huge monopoly. It's kind of insane.
Yeah. So South Park's recent episode on Amazon was awesome. Obviously because they explicitly talked about sort of the issue in there, but the music they had behind it was like an old coal miner song or something like that.
Right,
it's like,
right.
owe your soul to the company store.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's you think this sort of day and age.
Store.
Yeah, you think this day and age of like of giant corporations kind of owning every aspect of your life, you think that's over.
At some point, you're handing your money to them. You're getting their money from them.
Right.
It's almost like it's a middleman to sell online, just because they're good. They have, but it's really because they have the best interface.
Well,
the easiest. I mean, they handle so many aspects of it. There's such a good in between. But for the convenience factor, like, everyone is going to use it. So how do you stop that?
Well, on top of that, they already have like so much of the market share that you can't fight it like at all. Like the thing being is that you can attempt to be like an offshoot to distributor or whatever, but for the most part, everyone already trusts Amazon.
Yeah.
Everyone already shops at Amazon. So Amazon being that one-stop shop, like there is no stopping the tide. The tides have turned, and they are like the floodgates are open.
And they're so efficient at things, so it's like you just pay you if you want to use their system, you have to pay your cut to them.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, it's not that like eBay's been doing it forever, and they're great. I mean, people trust
eBay's actually on its way out.
Yeah, but I think it will still always have a niche marketplace, though. I mean, it's definitely, obviously, competing with the biggest thing ever. Plus, there's Facebook Marketplace where people resell items and all these little apps popping up, like Let Go or whatever.
See, I would say that that's like a resale market is not necessarily in the same kind of like playing field as Amazon.
Right, and eBay's kind of an in-between, though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you do have people selling new products too.
Right.
Like you have individual sellers selling.
Yeah,
right.
I've sold a ton of products on eBay, and I thought it was dead too. But the company I worked for, it sells new products on there, and people buy the crap out of them. I was surprised. But yeah. Does anyone use any of those apps? Has anyone ever used any of those apps?
I use 5 Mile.
Yeah,
I've had a lot of success with 5 Mile. Sometimes I'll sit on stuff a lot though.
Facebook Marketplace is pretty quick.
I've heard Facebook Marketplace is good, but I've never actually personally used it before.
I used it once for my arm pads that I have for work, for my pads for work for paintball. I used it once. I mean, it was pretty easy and simple. I think it's just like eBay. Or not really eBay. It's
like Craigslist. Yeah,
more like Craigslist. Yeah.
Is Craigslist dead?
No, not at all. No,
right?
not at all.
Which is weird because there's no like figuring, like there's no identity behind anyone at all.
Well, I think that Craigslist has its place because I've still made like transactions on Craigslist every once in a while. Like I'll buy and sell video games on Craigslist. I've purchased game consoles on Craigslist in the past. Like I've had a lot of success with Craigslist.
But when you buy and sell games, though, well, are you doing it through like digital codes, or are you doing a physical copy?
Physical copy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with like digital codes and just do freaking G2A or something like that if I want to do codes. G2A.
I don't know. Yeah, and they're
G2A still using credit cards? Or is it a legitimate site now?
Whoa.
What is G2A?
Dude,
G2A
was weird to me. It's like where you buy codes, like old codes for software and for games, right?
Yeah, like you just buy and sell code, like Steam codes, basically.
But they'll they'll back it up, kind of. Like if it doesn't work, like complain.
You go back to them.
But it seems like too many steps, and it happens too often. If that's a huge selling point, you know what I mean?
I was always told that that's the G2A was used by stolen credit cards. Sorry to cut you off, Boldt.
Oh no, you're good. I mean, I believe that. And
buy a whole bunch of games on it, and then you just sell it. I mean, there's no way you could really tell.
That's a little bit shady right off the bat, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but there's some shady stuff on Craigslist. I know some comedians that do like podcasts where they just make fun of the meetup threads or whatever.
You want a story about Craigslist? I got a story about Craigslist.
Let's hear it.
So I actually got a friend of a friend, see, and he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna sell this phone on Craigslist for $500." See, and he meets up with a guy, and they make the exchange, but apparently there was like a couple really weird red flags. Namely, one, he had like a big red like solo cup in his car with a bunch of like SIM chips inside of it. And then also, like, when they made the exchange, he just gave him a wad of 50s. And then basically, like, yep, that's the money. There you go. Bye. Okay. And then, took like the phone and off he sped. Well, apparently 9 out of 10 of those 50s were fake.
Wow.
Yeah. Like,
Thought he was gonna pull a my cousin Benny on it, where he gives him cash that's like a 50 wrapped up around a whole bunch of ones or something.
oof. I mean, like, honestly, it was just as bad.
Yeah, that was just as bad.
And, like, apparently, the 50s themselves say this is not legal tender on the bills themselves. Like,
See, for me, my past learning with handling money from just fast food in general, I was always taught to double check the money, even if it's a $10 bill, to make sure that it's real. You can always find a fake.
dude, I would not have actually accepted anything less than those, like, the new $100 bills, because those are next to impossible to counterfeit.
Yeah.
Not with a transaction that big.
No, they're pretty easy. What you have to use actually is. No, I'm kidding. I have no idea.
Well, you know what's cool is I saw a video where they did like not a spectrometer or whatever, but like a really close up microscope shot of it, and so the ink actually moves. Like it's hold on, let me see if I can find it. Like it's weird.
What?
Yeah. See, let me see if I can find it. Like put the video up. Yeah, it's like ink.
Whoa, another 4 bits from an anonymous cheerer just spilling ice cream all over the place.
What?
Appreciate it.
Stop spilling that ice cream, dude.
What
That is good. That is good ice cream. I guess they added a feature that people could cheer without being logged in, which is kind of neat. Or just cheer without actually cheering honestly.
Yay, that's my 1,000 bits. Let's go.
So.
Wow.
Oh my god! Good job.
Bomb. But yeah, that I haven't had any bad Craigslist experiences.
Neither have I.
It always seems like it, you know, like you're always messaging very weird, and you want to meet up somewhere weird. But most of the time, it's been great, honestly. Like every time.
I think because I know there's a little bit of stigma around Craigslist and buying and selling with strangers, but really, it's just meet up in a public place and count the cash and
Oh, here we go.
It's just a person. That's it. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
I'm gonna share my screen.
Share it. Whoa. Okay, there it is. Hey, what are we looking at?
So this is the ink on the $100 bill.
Okay.
Yeah, the motion, so you can tell whether it's fake or real.
So yeah, it moves very, very slightly, or like it's supposed to move in a specific way. Yeah, exactly. It's weird.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So good luck with all that. There's a lot of tech in that bill.
No, the $100 bills are actually super high tech. They are like as far as like counterfeiting or anti-counterfeiting measures, like there is so much cool stuff in it. And then on top of that, the little strip itself is holographic. I don't know if you ever actually stared at them.
Yeah.
Which is supposed to be a quick, easy, like, does it move? Is it holographic? Then yes, okay, this is a legit 100.
Yeah.
Is that me okay?
Oh yeah, it's fine. I do it all the time.
Dude, that's pretty awesome. I don't know why they don't do that. It's a good way to start. I wonder how expensive it is to make that, because I wonder why don't they do it for 20s or...
It's a very costly process, and they've talked about doing it for 50s, but I don't think they're going to do it for anything smaller.
50s kind of like got a stained color, right? So
the only things that the 50s don't see as high of a circulation as 20s and 100s do.
Right.
So therefore, it's up in the air whether or not to even bother doing it at all.
Yeah, it is weird. 50s are like a weird thing, right?
Yeah, it's like a $50, right? Like you find yourself using quarters more than you ever would $50.
Exactly.
So
Right. Bombies is asking
mean,
how this topic came up.
that's a good question. We don't know.
What were we talking about?
We forgot completely how we got here.
We're talking about money in tech. That's our
Yeah.
subject today. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, we were talking about how Boldt. There was this incident that
Oh,
Boldt
the,
destroyed.
Freaks
Yeah,
the monies were paid.
you might happen to know who this happened to, Bombies.
Yeah, somebody getting ripped off, selling a phone, something
Mhm.
like that.
Somebody got ripped off selling a phone. One or two of the $50 bills were real. The other ones were fake.
Yep.
You know,
So that's how.
But what we were talking about is also like Google is already so. To go back originally, way what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Google is already broken up, but there's an umbrella company, and like, what do you do
Yeah.
about that?
Like
They
ABC,
kind of broke themselves. Yeah, it's ABC, which owns what?
or not ABC. It's Alphabet. Sorry, it's like Alphabet.
Yeah. No, you're right. Alphabet is the Alphabet. Their website, I think, is abc.xyz, right?
Yeah.
.xyz
Yeah.
is their new thing for domains.
Look at their stock though, man.
It's I mean, that's what's
So-
weird is that's like the main company, and then inside of that you've got Google with its own CEO, YouTube with its own CEO, Nest with its own CEO. Who else do they have?
Shit, yeah, I don't know.
I think that's it, right?
Android, but I don't know if Android's
No.
a separate company or if
I
they're.
think Android's a part of Google.
But apparently their stock ticker is actually, or GOOGL, their stock ticker.
Well, no, so they all separately trade though, because there's YouTube. Or can YouTube be broken down? You know, you might. Well, I don't know.
No, because I don't know.
How are they
YouTube
traded?
stock.
I don't know, but that's just strange that they kind of broke themselves up, but also it's still under the same roof. Same,
Yeah.
like, head CEOs kind of heading up everything. I'm not sure why they were probably afraid of the same kind of thing happening though already.
Yeah, so they may have just preemptively
Like
done
if
it.
they break up Amazon, how would they do it? Would they break up? Well, now you have to do Amazon shipping, which is a separate company, and then
Yeah.
Amazon, kind of like Virgin. Virgin has multiple companies that do different, right? But
Yeah,
they're all
and
branded
that's-
Virgin.
Well, and I think that would be kind of how they would have to do it, is break it up along the lines of like what do they actually provide. And so you have Amazon that provides the web services and the payment services. I think that's the important, right? Is, I mean, think about if PayPal decided all of a sudden start selling products and shipping them. I mean, essentially you've got that with like the Amazon Pay system
Well,
and the Amazon website.
but
So
eBay did
Yeah.
buy PayPal, so
yeah, good point. Good point. Good point.
They
I forgot
just
about
have
that.
it as a separate brand. And
Yeah.
guess who? Twitter owns Square, and Twitter owns the Cash App.
Yeah.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, no, it's all under. I'm sorry, it's all under the same CEO. I don't know how it's Jack Dorsey that runs it all. But I can't remember how. But yeah, like that's one person. I mean, I don't know. It's weird because then you have one person also going to space and making electric cars too. That's a lot.
Yeah,
a
but
lot of
those are completely unrelated things. Like,
right.
like,
It's
I
not
get,
really
like-
monopoly.
yeah, and now I could see in the future if Tesla started slapping a bunch of solar panels on their cars, and they were the only provider of solar panels for cars or something, and they would only make them Teslas. Then I could see that being like a sort of
Because it's
monopoly.
like, are they a battery company? Are they a solar? Because remember, they actually
Right.
they consumed Solar Energy or Solar City, which was a company.
Yeah, Which, I mean, the thing is, though, at the moment, as far as solar is concerned, there's a lot of companies out there. Because I had started looking into it, like, so I was, like, opened up a brokerage account, and kind of started looking into, like, clean energy,
Right.
like clean energy funds, which are kind of trending up. They have been for the past few years, so. But yeah, there's a lot of solar companies, a lot of, like, clean energy companies. So I think at the moment, they don't have a sort of like pull in the market that you're talking about.
Right. They're not like
Yeah.
dominant in every single facet.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
where
and
they... Go ahead.
I was just say with even when you're talking about electric Tesla, I mean Tesla's the main one there, but you have like Chevy getting into the I mean they don't have full electric, they have the Chevy, which isn't that just
There's other big companies that are there to compete, and honestly,
right?
Elon Musk actually is open about that and how he wants
Yeah.
competition. He doesn't want to be the main thing.
Yeah. Well, and car companies are actually complaining right now that the way that he sells cars is like they can't do that. I didn't read into it too much, but because Tesla sells the car directly to you versus having.
Here, you want to know why?
Why is that?
Because most states have laws that require you to go through a dealership.
Yep.
So
Right.
they add a middleman.
But why not Tesla?
So they do, though, but I think there's a loophole with selling it online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
And
So they're
other
just
companies
exploiting
just don't do that.
So they're exploiting a loophole, and other companies are getting butthurt, basically.
And see, the thing is, I don't know. I don't think so. I think they're getting butthurt just because that they didn't think it would be as successful as it is.
Right.
Because I don't think car companies want to get rid of dealership. Honestly, I don't think that is in their best interest.
Well, I honestly don't care if there's dealerships at all. I think the car should be dropped off if you want to test drive it, or you go, somewhere where you test drive every person's car if you want.
Well, you've got like Carvana and all now, right?
What's Carvana?
It's something like they have a central place where you can go. It's kind of like a dealership, honestly, but it's less about like there's all fixed pricing. There's no like haggling. There's no salesperson.
It's going that way because having the old school salesperson is like a thing of the past.
Yeah.
It's like some outdated bullcrap.
Well, I mean, you don't really need it as much anymore. If you actually care to find information, you can find information about this or that vehicle, this or that brand, this or that make and model. It's pretty easily accessible. A quick Google search will get you whatever it is that you desire.
Yeah, we have to internet.
Yeah.
Well, and I think too. I think it's like, especially when you're talking about like buying a house, like you don't. It's such a big purchase that you have to do your own research. You can't just walk into it like you walk into like a showroom to buy a TV. You know, I mean, this is the vehicle, how you get your house to your, to get your groceries and things like that. This isn't just an entertainment item.
Not
some people
yet.
do. Yeah.
Not yet. The cars of the future have been wildly speculated that they'll be more like mobile entertainment systems because once they hit self-driving, they won't need to be super safe. They can just have a TV.
Well, and the other aspect though is you're not only destroying like the dealership, but you also
I'll be right back.
Mechanics, like people that do maintenance on cars. That always happens. Like a lot of that happens at the dealership.
Dude, mechanics are scumbags, though.
Yeah, and it's always a bad experience. No one likes like going to a mechanic because they overcharge for everything. No one likes, but like that's why Tesla's going to the way where this car has so many less moving parts and so much less maintenance that it's a yearly. I think they say a yearly maintenance thing just to check out your car.
See, Bombies, you just buy secondhand. Bombi said, glad to have bought my car from my parents, not looking forward to buying one from a dealer. Yeah, dude, just Craigslist. That's where I got my car. I've had my car for 5-6 years.
Yeah.
A while.
And that's a huge purchase. Like, that's a great car. So, I don't,
Yeah, dude, just Craigslist or second hands. You don't have to do dealership. You'll have to, get the license signed over or the title signed over to you, but beyond that, yeah.
Sorry.
I know, I really dreaded actually going to a dealership to buy a car recently, but I just kept going there and bothering people and just being annoying. And picking.
Did you get a good deal at least?
Yeah, I would. I mean, I wasn't gonna buy something otherwise. I was just gonna figure it out. Buy something else used if I couldn't find anything there, which it was still used, but it was through a dealership.
Right.
They're trying to get it off the lot. But still, like you go into, you don't feel good going in getting sold to. You know what I mean?
No, dude, I hate those guys because they all work on commission, and they're all like, and there's nothing wrong with working on commission, but I know that you work on commission,
Right.
and I know that like you were trying to sell this car to me for as much as humanly possible, so that way you can go home with a fat paycheck.
Yeah, it's less about like, I mean, so because I used to, and I didn't work on commission, but my position used to be a commission position. But how they did it was a little different. So you didn't make commission based off of margin, which a lot of car dealerships are. So in other words, they would try to sell it to you at the high price because that way they made the most commission.
Right.
And so they would also try to sell you certain models so that they would get a higher commission, which usually those models.
So then you have to sit there and fight with them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Also, how they used to do commission where I work, at least in that particular department, is that you got paid per cabinet box. So you could argue, like, yeah, they're trying to sell many individual cabinets and trying to save money, but you're also not trying to, take them from
this premium product.
Right. You're just like, hey, if this is what you want, this is what I sell you. I make the same amount of money whether you buy this, $200 box versus a $500 box. I make the same amount of money.
And usually their house is already set, like what you can't like really manipulate it too much.
No. Yeah, and that's the thing too, is that I think people are really educated as far, especially in I guess in my industry, really educated on how much money they should spend. Because you get people coming in there are putting way too much money in. But then you also get people who are way lowballing. And I have to explain to them, look, I'm not on commission. Like I don't get paid on commission. I'm not trying to tell you to spend more money because I'll make more money out of it. I'm trying to tell you, hey, look, this is how much money you should spend according to the value of your house. Because if you don't spend this amount of money, close to it, you don't have to spend the exact. Then, did he really put a "be right back"?
Yeah.
No,
anyways.
Yeah. No.
It's not even full screen either, but I think
I'm laughing. Yeah. The Bombies is like, oh, you didn't want that extra cup holders in the trunk, but it's already in the contract though, so it's gonna take a while to get restocked.
So we actually ended up getting a few because Yoshi bought a car. We actually ended up getting some free stuff in it because they put it on the the bill or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They gave a quote, and I was like, we were looking at it, and we're like, we don't need this, we don't need this, we don't like, you just take all the stuff off, and they're like, well, you never know if you're, and they're like, no, we don't want it. Well, and so they took it off, like they didn't charge us for it, but then they just left it in the car, and we're like, do we just get this stuff? And they're like, yeah, well, you're like, we didn't know what to do with it otherwise, so.
Wait, so what you end up getting?
That's hilarious.
Like all weather floor mats, some little trunk thing. Like nothing big. It wasn't like these huge things.
Right, but they were being salesmen and trying to get every penny out of all the extra stuff.
$800 for floor mats. $800 for.
That's ridiculous.
But
you go to Walmart and get them for like $20.
That's what I told the guy. I was like, and I told Yoshi and him, you can just go to Walmart and get floor mats for that money, But
if you go look at their sheets where it shows like upgrade costs of stupid little things, that's what they charge. It's just hidden in there, so they hope you don't read it all.
Oh yeah, and he tried to give us a discount of $2,000, but he added $2,000 price instead of subtracting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But it was a mistake. Somebody in the in the accounting department made a mistake. You should fire that person.
Yeah.
If they're making if they're making $1,000 swing one way or the other, they need to be. That's it.
Or you give them a raise.
I guess, yeah. If they got away with it. Seriously, it was ridiculous. I hated the entire process.
Yep, don't want that $300 lime green racing stripe.
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh, they tried to sell us tinted windows for like $500. No, it was more than that. It's like $1,200.
No, oh
my God.
It's like, yeah, I can go get them professionally done for $200, I think. Yeah,
about that.
And they do a good job.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
It's the same thing. It's the same process.
Yeah.
They don't do anything different. Like, it's,
Dude,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that like car salesmen, car mechanics, like all of them, just
yeah. Well, you have to find a good mechanic. Like, the thing is,
the thing being is that there's enough like bad mechanics that mechanics as a whole deserve a bad rap. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I had a really terrible experience with Christian Automotive Brothers or whatever, and it's like they actually kept they actually like I went in for just an oil change, and they actually tried to like get me to do an extra $400 worth of like repair work.
Yeah.
And I brought it. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a second opinion. And I went to the Honda Civic dealership, and they're like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with your car, bro. Like,
yeah.
like okay. Oh boy. And it's like,
yeah, and if you look at the like charge for labor on that stuff, it's ridiculous.
Well, okay, there is something to be said about that.
Yeah.
The thing of when they charge for labor, you're probably talking about for labor. Anywhere from $50 to $100, depending on who you go to, whatever. Believe it or not, think about what you would pay yourself if you were doing this. And then think about, well, there's also 2 other people that are getting cuts out of this hour labor. That being the owner of the company and whatever. So, $50 to $100 labor, that's understandable. Especially when it comes to like automotive stuff, because it is
very technical work. Yeah. And
it's
time consuming, and if you're like at the point where like I can probably do it and figure it out, but you
don't want to
much rather pay someone gonna get done right. It's gonna get done quicker, quicker than what you would do. It makes sense at some point, but
and so I had actually a good experience with a mechanic. It wasn't necessarily a mechanic; it was a quick call because I went in to get an oil change and an inspection. And the guy was like, dude, I can't pass you. Like, he's like telling me all this stuff. He's like, I can't pass you for any of this. And I was like, okay, well, what needs to be done? He's like, I got to change 2 hoses out. I got to change your light. Because apparently you can't have lens plate missing from your headlight, which makes sense. I expected that. But the dude only charged me, it took him like an hour and a half. He charged me for half an hour labor. Changed out the hoses, redid it, like, changed my oil and everything. I got out of there for like $100 for oil change and inspection, new headlight, and changing out and replacing my power steering fluid and changing a couple. So,
damn, that's cheap.
Yeah, it was really So I'm going back to that car. Like, I know they can't do a whole lot of stuff, but like little stuff like that. Yeah. I mean,
little things here and there.
Yeah, $150 isn't bad. And I got that's like I said with an oil change and inspections. Oh, a new wiper blade. So yeah,
dude, I remember going to a tune-up place once, and like I told him, I literally was like, "Hey, like, I'm gonna have this car for a while. Just do whatever needs to be done." And it was a little bit of money, but that thing drove so much better when I left that place.
Believe it or not, a lot of that is just like tightening bolts down. The problem is you have no idea where those.
Exactly.
We have no idea what those are.
But these guys they called themselves gearheads. They're like, oh, we're gearheads. We'll take care of it. And you're like, okay, sure. Do whatever you want to do, man. And of course, they're like, this is a cool car, dude. Don't mess it up, man. It's not, They're all into it.
Yeah.
I like that,
Speaking of that, never take your computer into the Best Buy Geek Squad.
The Geek Squad.
Never. They're horrible.
No, I've heard they're terrible.
Yeah, and I don't want to say they're terrible because they probably know what they're doing, but they do make money off of whatever services they were charging you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so, in other words, the individual person does. So yeah, they might make some shit up, and you have
Google Squad.
Yeah, Google Squad. Google Squad. Is it the same thing? Oh, the Geeks.
Yeah.
Oh, because they just Google stuff.
They just Google the answers. Yeah.
Sorry, Bobbies. That took me a minute.
I actually. That's why I'll usually. The whole thing is you just don't want to break it if you're repairing it yourself. That's the problem. Is you're not 100% all the time, and you don't want to like take apart $1,000 laptop or something like that.
Yeah.
Because that sucks if you screw it up.
Well, and for me, if it's a software issue, I can take care of it. Like, it's easy.
Most of us can definitely figure that. Like us four could definitely figure that out, but most of the public cannot. unfortunately.
Yeah.
Which I find very surprising, personally.
Yeah,
I mean,
bad.
it's you live in the 21st century. You need to be computer literate. Like that. That's like a necessity. I mean, I don't know.
Well, it's like people don't even go through settings or YouTube a problem before they take it into a store or something like
They
that.
just panic.
Yeah.
I take it straight to Mr. Duckworth.
Computer.
This happened.
Computer no work.
All I do is just take a picture of it, and then he just responds back to me, "You're an idiot."
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But we know people get ripped off because that video I did, they had a bill on there that was over like almost $700, and it said water damage when the laptop had 0 water damage. But that was the majority of the bill was water damage. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like there was nothing wrong, but there was no water damage to anything. Like,
people freak out when you hear water damage, and I mean in any circumstance, electronics or like water damage or any of that.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
yeah, and screw things up. They just go, "Oh my gosh, you just gonna cost it out to fix."
yeah, but 9 times out of 10, you dry it out, you get fine. Like, I mean, it only does, like, water only hurts things when they're running, and if it can discharge through the water and fry something. That's the only time water. It's the only time. So
trust me, Saul knows because his he knows now because his computer was soaking wet once. Remember?
Yeah,
my old computer when that
Yeah.
bus. Hey, but I'm telling you, I dried everything out and it all worked fine. Like nothing really broke at all. That was so surprising. But I didn't. I think the circuit breaker went really quick. Like, the surge protector I had everything hooked up to just popped. Saved everything, which is nice.
there's like leak detector things you can get water heaters.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm sorry. That's what it was actually. Like,
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. It had a like a water safe outlet.
Yeah. So as soon as it detects that it got a thing,
because that's why I
Cool.
put it there because it's like right by the. It was
Yeah.
right by the water heater in the garage. They had one for that reason.
I'm surprised that a lot of homes don't, especially in Corinth, because if you look at a lot of the code, like the building codes in Corinth, they're really strict with water heaters. Like, you got to have it on stand, you got to have, like so many feet for this and that.
I noticed that now. Yeah, they definitely added a lot more when like newer builds and stuff.
Yeah.
Because-
Oh yeah, your water heater was not up to
No.
yeah.
They
was
told me
not.
that too.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't know what it's doing down here, and that wasn't even that long. The house is like a 89, so
Yeah, but I'm sure the code
grandfathered
changed.
into some things. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You can't go through every house. Like, you gotta
Well-
spend a bunch of money.
Yeah, and like technically you don't have to unless you're either going to sell the house or if you get it changed. So like a plumber wouldn't come in and put a water heater in that's not up to code. Like,
Right.
they're required by
It's
whatever
like
city.
the new stuff has to be up to code. Right. But if it's already like that, then most of the time you're okay. Bobby says they just watch Linus Tech Tips, which is honestly, you don't like Linus? He is very annoying. I'll be honest. Like, that dude's.
Linus.
It's weird. He's annoying, but I don't mind watching him. Like, he's annoying in like a very
Yeah, just look at Linus
So
Tech Tips.
he has 2 different channels.
Oh,
Uh,
I wonder what.
I think so. One is his main, where he just talks about a whole bunch of computer stuff, and then he has another one, unless he put them together. But then he has another one where they make gaming PCs out of like dirt cheap parts that you can buy off of just like random people off of eBay, Craigslist, stuff like that.
Or the Boneyard
like
PCs.
full computer. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I've thought about doing it, but there's not the closest Boneyard to us, like in like South Dallas. I'm not driving. So
Yeah, I've seen him do one in China.
oh my god.
Oh no.
That's him.
That's perfect, Boldt.
That's the boy right there.
That's the perfect picture.
That's right. I'm gonna fix your PC right. Yes.
Oh, new motherboard.
Oh, yes. I just love when I plug it into a circuit board.
Ooh, 16 gigs of RAM. Adding that in.
Oh, yes.
Open up your PCI slot for me.
Like gaming on a 25-year-old laptop.
Oh, Jesus. 25-year-old. I can't believe that. I mean, it's like it's like 90, 94. It's an old ass laptop. We were watching, we had Sex in the City on the other day.
This.
It was on just now.
Was it on just now? And I was looking, we were watching it, and then there was this, like, different laptops. I mean, I was kind of watching it.
Sure.
Anyways. Yeah, I'm a total carry. I don't know what that means, but that's what I am, I'm supposed.
No, you're not a carry.
Apparently I'm not a carry. They had that old Apple laptop that you could, like, change the case off.
Yeah, the big fluffy case.
Yeah, and it was all weird and like
turquoise
weird
or
shaped,
orange or pink.
I was like, why did we like that at some point? No, I didn't. I never had one. So, like, why did people like that?
Yeah, why did people think it was the coolest thing
Yeah.
ever? I don't know. They just had that cult following, you know?
Yeah.
Cool hit.
Well, hey.
Wait, are you talking about Friends?
No, I mean, I never had a friend that owned one. All my friends were poor, so.
No, I mean, like, Friends, the series.
No.
It was on Sex and the City, apparently.
Sex in the City.
Oh, you're talking about that. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't understand why people like that either.
The laptop. No, we're talking about the laptop. Hold on, we can find an image of the old laptop.
I'm sure. It was like, it would have been like in 2000.
Yeah, I remember my uncle had one of the all-in-one desktops, one of the first ones, and I wanted that thing. It was cool. It was very cool.
You know what? I'm upset that I don't have that. I used from my mom's school in like 2005 got rid of an app like Mac, like an old Mac PC.
Mm-hmm.
Still had like not the 3.5 floppy, but the big floppy thing. What was it, like the 8.5 inch whatever floppy? I don't know.
Right.
I gotta stop saying 8.5 inch floppy. Point is,
where they're not actually. They eventually weren't floppy after like 2 iterations of actual floppy disks.
Right. Yeah, but back when they actually were a floppy disk.
Right.
And I had the Carmen Sandiego game on that map. Like, I had the disc for it, and I played it. And at this point, I had like
coolest thing ever. Yeah.
I'm so upset that like I moved out, and then my parents moved, and they threw it out. They threw out the PC. I was like, I know. Yeah, they hate me, so they threw it away. No, but like that thing I could have gotten like $500-$600 off of the thing, like easily.
As being, or like back in the day, or just now
like,
as being.
Yeah, no, like right now. Yeah, like retro PC. People will buy them. People love that.
There's like a collection, nerds.
Mm-hmm.
Nerds that collect some cool stuff.
And it was functional. It was really well.
I mean, it reminds people of their childhood. You know, they want to play.
Yeah.
With it. So, speaking of which, like, what have you guys been playing? So, let's start with you, man. What have you been playing?
What have I been playing?
Yeah, let's go to gaming, man. Let's talk about some gaming.
Recently, I've been playing Apex. Before, I was playing Call of Duty more than Fortnite, because Fortnite started to like get a little boring to me. And so I flipped over to Blackout, and then I was just playing that, and then I had some friends tell me to play Apex, and but when they asked me to play, I had started playing on PC. And so since I have what is it called, GeForce experience, it automatically puts everything to high res and everything. So I played it on PC and I liked it. It looked great, and I felt like I was running really fast, which is the whole point. So when I had friends tell me to play on Xbox with them, and I was playing on Xbox, I just left it straight on default settings. I didn't change anything, and I felt like I was slow. Like I was running so slow. I don't know why. And so I was like, I'm just like not playing it on PC, or I'm not playing it on Xbox until they figure out a problem or whatever it is. And then I had a friend of mine tell me that the difference was that the field of view on my PC I had at 110, and my field of view that I had on the Xbox was 70. So when I moved my field of view up to 110, it was completely fine. And now I play Apex on Xbox. The main game I play. I have a lot of fun playing it. It's really different. It's 3 squads with 60 people in total, so it's trios or 3 squads. It's 3 players. Gameplay feels fine. It doesn't feel like anything's overpowered or anything.
And it like originates from Titanfall, right?
Yes.
I actually did. Anyone ever play Titanfall?
I played Titanfall.
I wish I could have. I honestly, Titanfall. Such a cool game.
It was a cool
game. It's cool. Like I love the concept. Like the whole combination of like the mecha with like the run and gun gameplay is just really
just always fun. That's a fun.
Yeah. Honestly, I've considered picking up Titanfall 2 just because I've never got the opportunity to actually play it properly.
Ryan, have you played any Apex yet?
I played with you.
Yeah, that's right. Hold on. I forgot we played.
I played that was the only game I played.
Okay, because that's why I forgot, because literally that was the first time, or like second maybe, and I played like one game.
Yeah, we played like one game.
Right.
But I mean, because my PC's shit, so I have to play it on low everything.
See, and Apex is a lot different than Fortnite. You don't have to have it at its highest graphics to be able to run it and for it to look good, because the game is built around HD effects, or the way it looks graphics. So you could play on the lowest settings and it'll still look really good.
Yeah, it honestly did. And I didn't have, honestly, I ran it better than I ran, like I could run. I had way less, I have way less, like, what do you call it, FPS lag or whatever.
Yeah.
It was actually ran really, really well. I mean, it was on low graphics. They weren't terrible. They were, as good as.
For me, for Fortnite, the most FPS that I can get is maybe 60, 65 FPS. When I played it on its highest, with Apex, I have it on its highest, and I get 115, 116 frames. So it's a lot higher.
It says TF2, which honestly, TF2 makes me say Team Fortress 2. Did anyone ever play Team Fortress?
Dude,
yes,
I love TF2.
Dude, Team Fortress was so good.
Huntsman Sniper was my jam.
I don't even remember who I usually played. There was a few, mostly like the grenade, whoever the grenade guy was. And
Grenadier.
And
I don't know.
There was a few on there though, but that's like you can get your fix with Overwatch. I think that's why I like Overwatch, just because it kind of feels similar.
I feel like
or Paladins. Paladins was fun.
Paladins was fun.
Paladins was fun.
We should play again.
Paladins again.
That reminds me, Trenton told me to link some. Oh, dude, I don't want to have to pull up my Steam. Fine. He can talk about it. No, but it's a battle royale, but like a fantasy battle royale.
Not Realm Royale, yeah.
Is it
I think I know what
Realm
you're
Royale,
talking
right?
about. I can't remember.
Well, like Realm
Royale,
Royale,
the girls and the characters like almost basically half naked?
Yeah.
Okay, I know. I don't remember the name of it, but I know what you're talking about. I've seen some gameplay of it.
See if I can pull up my Steam real quick, if I can find the name of it at least.
If you want to get hot and heavy and horny, play that game, I guess.
Boldt, what games?
Spellbreak. Spellbreak. Sorry, go Boldt.
What games have you been playing, Boldt?
Actually, just one. I should pull it up really quick. No, actually. Hold on, let me. All right. See, what's interesting is that normally I hate 2D side scrollers, like with a fiery passion. Like I don't like it. too limiting for me.
G
Not
Fuel.
enough.
Is
Yeah,
that your
man.
sponsor?
No, I wish. You know how
But
much
no, I
free G Fuel
actually
I have?
I picked up and I've been playing a lot of Hollow Knight,
That looks
And-
interesting.
and it has been so much fun.
What are you playing it on?
Oh,
Just computer.
Hollow Knight. Is that like Oh, I have. What's it
Let's
called?
see.
I have it in my Steam.
Yeah, so it's a game by Team Cherry. You basically play as this little dude, just referred to as the Knight, and you actually travel through the hollowness or to, I guess, unravel the mysteries of the world itself. The thing being is, in the truest sense of a Metroidvania, there's this huge, massive, sprawling map that you actually get a chance to explore. But the storytelling is probably one of the strongest I've ever experienced in a game in quite some time. Mostly because this is one of the first games that I really felt like I was going on my own adventure, and the narrative was just something I kind of found, discovered, or fell into on the course of that adventure. You're not railroaded to go a certain way. While most players will kind of have a very similar progression through the first area or two, after that the world really opens up and you can kind of just peter off and go whichever direction you please.
It's quite.
Go ahead.
It's quite surprising because it literally is forcing you to go a single way because it's a side scroller.
Exactly.
But there's an open platform to it. It's
that is why I like this game.
Yeah.
Because what I normally hate freaking 2D side scrollers is because it's just too limiting for me.
Right, you go straight and there you go.
Yeah, I go left, I go right, or I go up, or I go down.
Yeah.
But in this game, I really felt like I wasn't really
limited as
pushed.
much.
Yeah, I wasn't railroaded. It wasn't linear progression.
It's very interesting that they could pull that off.
No, and for that, I'm very, very impressed. This game, it was Team Cherry. I think it was only 2 or 3 developers, and they sold over 1 million copies on Steam. They're already releasing a sequel. Ugh. So it's a good game. Highly recommend it.
February 24th. No, that's cool. And you know what else is cool is that worked out perfectly to watch your screen. I could watch the whole video on your screen. Looks nice. What's up, Discord? They're doing good stuff at Discord.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they need my money.
There's a game that reminds me of. It reminds me of Cuphead, and then another game. I can't remember what it's called. You walk around in the dark and you have to have this light on. I can't remember what it's called, dude.
Is it 2D side scroller?
Oh, a friend of mine has it. I'm trying to look through his game list.
2D side scroll.
Brian, what have you been playing, man?
Honestly, I've been playing. Here, I'll just do it, Jacob. I want to play a video.
Do it.
Hey.
Let me get it paused. Oh, yeah. I guess it doesn't matter that my suggested videos are up. There's nothing bad in there.
Just suggests only Brian's kid toy review.
Yeah. So it's Oxygen not included. I've been playing a bit. Really, really. I think in total I've put 180 hours in it.
Huh.
So this is kind of needs to be big backup. Oh, this is somebody actually playing the game. So basically, you start off on this tiny base, and you create this massive sort of industry, and then you can build rocket ships and go into space and go to other planets. It's pretty cool.
Are they still updating that? Because I've actually seen,
rather
been following, because it's from the same people that produced Don't Starve Together, right?
I think that's the.
Yeah, Don't
That's
Starve.
the same people.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
what you were talking about earlier.
Yeah. So Yeah, and they put out
the game.
the most recent update was 2 weeks ago, and they've got another update coming 6 weeks, I think. So yeah, they're constantly updating it. I've never had to, like, besides purchasing the base game, I've never had to purchase any DLC or anything yet.
Right.
I think eventually they might, totally complete the game and have some DLC. But it's yeah, dude, it's an awesome game. Like it deals. You have to. So you, as you're building your base, you have to keep in mind like your oxygen level, obviously, but also your water level, your power levels. Like it's just a great base builder game. Like I love base building games.
Right.
So it's like one of the best base building games I've played.
Is it
outside of like Prison Architect?
Basically only on PC, right? Or
yeah, it's only on PC as far as I understand. I don't think. But and it's the thing, like most of the games that I play, since my PC's not that great, I play a lot of like,
right. It makes sense to play something that's not as hard on the
yeah. But I mean,
also
it's more challenging. Like not because of the graphics or anything, just specifically the things you have to keep track of, and things you have to build. I don't know. It's more fun to me than playing like first person shooters. Don't get me wrong. I still play Counter Strike every once in a while, but
hey,
it makes sense though. I can get into that.
Yeah.
Hey, Bombies, do you you like Minecraft, right? And do you like paintball?
You'll love Minecraft paintball.
You want to know something? I'm literally about to show you this. So this place that I'm gonna go work for in Utah, Ryan, they have a Minecraft paintball field.
That's interesting. Do you like build your own little bases thing? Oh, and Bombies. I have not played Rimworld. I really want to play Rimworld. I know it's from the same people that did Prison Architect, as far as I understand.
It's kind of like
It's inflatable llama.
Yeah,
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So do you like? Is it just Minecraft themed paintball? You actually get to build
Minecraft theme, yeah. They also have like a Western feel to it too. Like this is another one of their paintball fields. It's old Western. Let's see if I can't open image. Like more Western. I can't zoom into this, can I?
Control
Cannot.
plus.
Yeah.
Or control scroll up. Yeah.
Or Command plus if you're on a Mac.
Bro, no one uses a Mac. Come on, get it.
Yeah, they have all Western and everything. I'm looking forward to go here, but then again, I hate leaving Gatsplat. So.
Convince Larry to open up a Gatsplat. Talk.
Yeah, you know how hard that's gonna be. Look at the look on Duck's face. That's exactly how hard I know it's gonna
be. Well, Oh, well timed. Well
I would have more luck
and we have the same drink.
Smashing this bottle right here on top of my head than getting the Gatsplat open.
Let's see it, dude. Do it, man. Do it, man.
No. It was the breakaway bottle, maybe.
No. Yeah. Dude, okay, I went to a show once, right, where we were selling software, and it was in St. Louis. I might have told y'all this before, somebody at least. But it was a like fright show, right? So it's like a man, you know what? I have videos somewhere of stuff. But it's like a Halloween, but it's for people that create like haunted houses and stuff. But it's a huge convention center in St. Louis, so there's just different booths of things that they use at these haunted houses and different attractions.
Mm-hmm.
We went to sell like booking software. It's super boring, right? But our first booth that we were in before we moved across the way was a giant animatronic shark that came out and was super loud if you hit a button. So, and of course, everyone's over there hitting buttons. So we couldn't like talk to anyone and sell them software while it's just, freaking out. And then the guys next to us, directly next to us, literally have fake bottles that they're breaking over people's heads and showing like their product, which was the fake bottle. So all day they're just breaking fake bottles, and we're getting hit with shards of fake, it's like sugar,
fake glass and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's just obnoxious. Like we couldn't, we're just trying to sell software and just
like you don't have a grab your attention sort of demo like they do.
Yeah.
Everybody's focused.
Oh yeah.
The guy breaking bottles over people's heads.
It's you got a girl like with her shirt off getting body painted, and you're like, yeah,
Nice.
there's no grab over here really.
Okay. Danica Patrick was the spokesperson for GoDaddy. Like, come on, you can get somebody.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah, trust me, we've talked about it. I showed some leg, but it didn't work.
Oh well, I would be interested.
Ooh, okay.
Not on the software.
I haven't seen Boldt. I only see the side of his face.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
All I saw was your fox in the background.
The fox. Yeah.
See Boldt. What you do is you move whatever you're looking at in front where the camera's at. That you're just like this.
Wait.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you have to look at it like this.
What?
There.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, see, I didn't want it so close.
Now you can see my receding hairline slightly.
Hey, you're very beautiful visage. Also, Saul, please put that away, Mr. Saul.
You got plenty of hair to just flop over it. It's fine.
Concerned.
Yeah, I can just do it straight. I can do the Donald Trump, man. Just comb it all forward.
From the Trump.
Dude, okay. No politics behind this statement. Why doesn't he just shave his head? Like, he would look fine. Like, somebody did a Photoshop of him with shaved head. It wouldn't look that weird.
No.
He should shave it off.
Maybe he's too scared.
Yeah,
Like his toupee is too ingrained in his brand.
Guys, yeah, it's his brand image. Bolt's got it exactly right. Yeah, it's his thing. Like, even if it's slightly negative, it's your thing.
So Hitler had the mustache. Trump has the weird hair. So guys, like, clearly
not a direct comparison. Just...
Trump needs to get that rug off his head.
Okay. Gosh. In all seriousness, Jeff Bezos, bald ass head.
Bezos.
And well, it's like Jeff Bezos' lazy eye. I mean, that's a signature thing.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be your signature? Is just like I just think of it if you were a famous person. Like what look would people know you for? Like that would be
looking like terrifying. A thumb. I don't know.
Looking like a thumb. I think mine would have to be like I don't think I could. Like if I ever got famous, I could never shave. I just wouldn't be able to do it.
Carrot top style stuff, man. You have the red beard, red hair. That's what you'd be known for right there.
Yeah. I'd be like Jason Momoa, except not as tall, handsome, or as musk.
All of those.
Yeah. Whereas, I don't know, is he Samoan? He's Samoan.
I don't even know. Hey, Boltcast is hosting us, dog.
Yeah, I'm
experimenting.
Yeah, I'm like messing with some settings on it.
Nice. Well, dude, I'm so pumped. By the way, I didn't tell y'all what I've been playing, but I really haven't been playing anything at all. But I'll tell you what I'm excited for, and that is WoW Classic. I have no idea when WoW Classic will come out, but I will probably play it.
I will resub for a month and play, then I'll decide.
Just to see vanilla WoW in its fullest and see how fun it would be. It's eventually going to happen.
Well, then I'll probably forget about the subscription and pay an extra 2 months, like I did last time.
Exactly. Kind of like the gym. It's not as good for you.
Yeah, no.
But
I don't know.
I got to tell you, I got one of those ring. This is like the coolest tech that I've gotten recently. I got one of those Ring doorbells. That's such a great idea. Yeah, like those guys have got to be rolling in dough now because it's a great idea.
Yeah.
We're finally gonna freak frack.
I can like watch the people that drop off Amazon packages and see how weird they are.
Yeah. Well, and then also see if anybody tries to package, which out there I really doubt.
Yeah, but they have a neighborhood watch portion of the app where people report weird things that happen, and it's like within a range bubble of your current location. So what's that? But yeah, so there's like somebody looking in cars at 3 a.m. like looking shady. They caught this on video. They caught like someone come up to the door and shaking the handle trying to break in their house. Like they caught a few things, and this is like, it shows that, oh, this is happening real close to me. But it also outs like all these creepy people around and keeps them from doing stupid things.
Yeah.
Because like you're always on video now.
Yeah.
So,
well, thing is, and when you're in public or on property, you have no reasonable expectation.
No.
I mean, and I completely agree with that. That's understandable. I mean, if you're in public space or anybody else's property, you are not in your own home, and you have no right to except for your personal belongings.
Right.
I have a question.
What's up?
Is it only me, or is
Ryan breaking
cutting
up?
out for me?
No, he's cutting out for me too.
He's cutting out for all of us.
Oh,
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't just me.
We should have told you earlier, probably, but is it
like this whole time?
Yeah, it wasn't bad though.
I'm wondering
maybe
if
it's your microphone.
Either your battery or your latency a little bit.
Oh no, it's probably not my. It's fine. I bet it's fine. Well, because I'm using this as a, so it's not the most reliable.
I should hand you a microphone to use since I have all these sitting around whenever we're not doing the
I guess so, yeah.
And then you just like bring it whenever you're,
yeah,
coming to do the show.
Yeah.
Hello.
That'd be cool. Because, yeah, I think we could do this kind of, and then every once in a blue moon do a live show when we want to, I just don't have it prepared as much. And, like, I'm farther away. A little bit. For
Not
some
for
of
me.
us. Yeah, for some of us.
Let's just set everything up inside the VR room over at Gatsbutt.
Nah.
Do like a VR stream.
Hey. Look, this would be a good way to catch up with Saul since he's going to be living in Utah like a freaking weirdo.
Oh, yeah.
So, peace out. Bon voyage, man.
You're literally going to see my same setup like this, probably just a different color wall. It's going to be like I never left.
Yeah, it's a perfect setup, dude.
I never left, boys.
You got swords and you got alcohol.
Yep.
What else could you need?
A fedora.
Ryan's just got all the pussy behind him.
Yep.
Hey.
That one.
And I've got nothing but, look, a very racist tent.
Why is it racist?
It's racist because it's 2019. You can't have anything related to Indians.
Yeah, most Native Americans didn't use TP.
Yeah, whatever, dude. It's still
So
cultural appropriation, man.
Yeah, well.
Like I can't eat a taco.
Yeah, you can. Mexican people love you to eat. Want you to eat tacos.
It's 2019, bro.
2019, you're just not allowed to eat tacos because it's cultural appropriation.
Yeah, I'm trying to be culturally correct now. So.
Okay.
Oh, I shouldn't be drinking this.
Yeah. Yep. See. Yeah. Can't drink Modelo. You can't drink Corona.
That would be my thing. Cultural appropriation is actually the best thing ever and needs to happen more. People need to adopt good ideas from other cultures.
Why is that?
It just should be. It's a great thing. That's how humans work, right? So it shouldn't be a bad thing.
I just think there's a line between cultural appropriation and like the adoption of other people's cultures in a respectful way. I don't know if there's a word for that, but
but I think you should be able to adopt it from anybody anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
if it makes you a better person, then sure.
That's what I'm saying. As long as you're not doing it in some sort of malicious way,
like mocking.
Yeah, as long as you're not mocking.
Yeah,
nice.
I don't know. Cultural appropriation is a whole different conversation.
Yeah,
it's. I think that people who are against it are way too.
Way too sensitive about it.
You can't. How do you own an idea? That's basically what that's saying. And we actually touched base on it.
Ask the U.S. copyright system. That's how you can own. Yeah.
Oh, that's.
Yeah.
I mean,
there
and
are
if you want to talk about,
outlines. Yeah.
you don't want to talk about
Has a
legal.
topic for us. Sorry for the interruption.
Okay, real quick. Sure. What you got?
Hit us with a topic, dog.
Yeah.
Waiting, I had to interrupt this man just to read that.
All right, continue. Then we'll see if they put it in there.
What was I saying?
You said
right.
you were a homosexual.
Yeah. So, about in 2017, I decided to switch teams, as they say.
Wait, what?
Go back into the closet.
Okay.
Yeah. I just figured it's the right move. You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The time was right. You know. I don't know. I missed my family. That's horrible. Never mind.
Wow.
That's horrible. I'm sorry.
Miss the fam.
Well, they're on the other side of the closet door, man. That's all you gotta.
That's true.
All you gotta do is leave the closet.
Yeah. But
Goodness.
but no, it's well, anyways, about the cop. All it is that China looks at copyrights a whole legally they look at copyright a whole lot different than the U.S. Western world, and it's arguably our view on right is a lot more stringent than theirs, and it's and you could say it has something to do with the Chinese Communist Party, but it really, if you look at the history of Chinese literature, you could actually see this is kind of a trend in Chinese culture. So there's this really famous Chinese about a monkey king, and this story has been written about by like thousands, hundreds of different authors. And they continue on the same story and write about this and use the same sort of image characters over and over. And so their copyright system is kind of based off that. Not literally based off the idea, but in that sense that if you take an idea and then you make it your own, it's okay. So kind of like what we call fair use. We call it fair use.
Right.
Change an idea up and unique or whatever. But this kind of their idea of copyright kind of expands on and it kind of allows companies to in the West we view it as Chinese companies are stealing American products. Really, what they're doing is they're going along with what they believe is okay. That is to take a brand new idea, modify it, make it sell it cheaper, and make a profit off of it. Right. And we don't like that. But
right, but there's arguments for like that being a good thing, Right,
yeah. I mean, it breeds competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like once an idea is out there, it should just be out there. Like who cares when? Because it's probably happened. Multiple ideas have come up multiple times.
Yeah.
Who grabbed it and called it theirs at that point in time?
Right.
Yeah.
And can you really copyright an idea? Like, I mean, there's obvious things that say you can't copyright. You can't copyright electricity, but somebody figured out how to, use electricity. And of course, people copyright the methods for. Yeah. And so I don't know. It's just if we found out just like the combustion engine, just because one version of the combustion engine is slightly similar to another one, then all of a sudden you've got to pay company the dollars just to use it. And I think what Apple and Samsung wanted to copyright last year. Where Samsung was, or no, it was 2 years ago. Samsung was trying to put out a new phone, and then Apple said that they had copyrighted curved edges, as if that was a thing you can do.
Right.
You can copyright that idea.
It's weird because in a specific market, which our boss has actually like told us this so many times, and that's why I can't remember all the specifics, but. About how the copyright law works, like it has to be a combination of new things, not combined like that before in that market specifically.
Right.
So, if you're doing it in this market, if they did something similar in another market, that might be okay. But it kind of depends. So yeah, if you're selling cell phones, maybe you could get away with this specific weird thing within cell phones. It's stupid though. It seems like a big waste of who's paying those people to figure out
Right.
what all that is. I think it's government funded, right?
Sounds like it's a lot of like using loopholes to your own advantage in the case of curved edges for Apple.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's also, you can go in and you can just, copy, or think about it, you can, especially like, domain names, or you can just go in and buy a whole bunch of domain names and then literally hold them for ransom. Companies, they need them. And, I don't know. I don't know my feelings, actually.
It feels a little scummy.
Feelings.
But then at the same time, what if that's what somebody does, like if, in other words, that they had the foresight to see that, think about it the way of like buying a stock, right? You had the foresight to know that this would be of value in the future, so you purchased it in the hopes that it would gain value.
Like when you just buy the domain up for any possible product that might be a thing for a big company to buy.
Yeah, exactly. Like, think about the person who probably owned
iTouch.
Which
was a porn site before iTouch.
Right.
Nice.
I hope. Are you kidding? Or are you
I'm kidding.
Okay.
Could have been though.
I see. We have a rival of Streamcat.
Oh yeah. We should just put her on stream.
You can't show pussy on screen, bro.
Oh, bro.
Oh gosh, just nude puss.
Suddenly banned.
Just put
That's
that in
really
text.
cool. I just noticed that if you close out your Discord from like full screen and you want to like go to another channel just to look at something, whenever someone talks, the screen on the right-hand side changes to whoever's talking.
That's pretty convenient.
So when Duck talks, it comes to him, or if I hear Boldt typing like madness, he comes up.
That's that mechanical keyboard stuff.
Pretty cool though.
Yes, I do, Boldt, and I have it in a specific order of who goes where.
Huh. Well, honestly, this has been a pretty awesome experience.
Yeah, I guess we're not going to get our topic. Whatever that name is.
Topic of the day from Trent.
Oh, yeah.
Or from whoever. But I think it's it's 1:30 right now already. Crap, how'd that happen?
Dude.
Well, what's your name?
It's you kidding, right? What is hello?
What are y'all doing?
I literally typed it in chat and it's not coming up. Or not in chat, in thing.
A little.
Oh, hold on. What's going on here?
That's odd. I can't find you either. Is it? Do you?
Twitch is probably broken.
No.
Well,
Just type in chat.
Well, do y'all have any closing statements, guys, on this cast? Let's wrap it up, man.
Let's go play some Paladins.
Paladins?
Either Paladins or if Ryan, do you have Boldt probably doesn't have it installed. Never mind. So Paladins.
No, I've got Apex and Fortnite.
Hey, we could play Fortnite, yeah.
I'd be down for a game of Fortnite.
Gonna play one game.
A game.
I can play one game.
Dude, I don't know. At that point, it's almost not worth it, man.
Only.
Okay, maybe two.
No, I gotta update and stuff. I don't know. Let me find out after this. But does anyone want to pimp anything out?
Not tonight.
All right. Well, Sal, I know, wants to pimp out twitch.com/deadace.
Oh.
Please, right? Go check him out on Twitch, man.
Hey, look, I only follow 5 people, and 3 of them are in this chat.
Hey.
That includes you, bombies. I do.
The other
I do
day I
follow
was
you, by the way.
streaming and I was just super casual at the end of a game. I
Yeah.
didn't have my restream chat up, and at the end of the game we ended up winning. And I pulled up my chat because I saw that I didn't have it up.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I just see like 50, 60 people just typing in chat, and I see that I have 775 viewers.
Wait, what?
Jesus.
I was like, "Oh my god, what happened?" And so it was from Mixer. So on Mixer, in each category of a game, they have what's called the hyper zone or hyperbot zone,
Yeah.
and so it auto hosts just like random people. And so
Huh.
I was one of the people that got hosted, and I didn't even notice it at all. I wasn't getting alerts or anything because I don't have my Mixer alerts up. I don't know how to do that. I have to get that situated.
It's because you don't care about people, so okay.
I don't care about Mixer, okay? Twitch is my #1 baby. It's my I'm partnered on it. Not
clearly,
partnered.
you shot the
affiliated.
horse in like the face, not even just the mouth. Like you shot it like twice in the face and like once in the butt. Like,
Dang.
oh, he's
I feel like
muted.
I've seen that video before.
What
Big
video?
rip.
Exactly. That's just never mind. Never
Oh
mind.
my god. All right. Okay. So I guess we're gonna do a
What
game.
does peckish
Ice
mean?
cream!
Yeah, maybe. And then
Like how hungry?
either way, though,
Like poquito? Is that why?
this was pretty awesome. So
Yeah.
we can always do a remote cast, worst case scenario, and I think it turned out pretty awesome.
I agree. Like that. This is very high quality.
I'm surprised at the latency. There's really not much,
It probably helps that
me
your
food.
up and down is
Oh, ridiculous. Yeah,
yes.
Now.
does help for sure. Well, appreciate for anyone
I'm
tuning
peckish.
in, and then yeah, check us out on YouTube because that's where we're really trying to put some stuff out there.
Okay.
The Introvert Hour.
Wow.
All right, intro for
man.
outro. Let's get out of here. All right. Oh wow. Miss you, Trent. We'll have you on next time.
Why is it late?
As Boldt just turns off his camera.
You
I was
just
trying
straight
to
up-
do a thing. Okay, it's actually working now. Hell yeah. Okay.